Still on political-related stories, the national chairman of the All Progressives Congress, Abdullahi Ganduje, says there is nothing wrong with having a one-party system in Nigeria. Ganduje spoke after leading a delegation of 3 senators from Kebbi State to meet with President Bola Tinubu. The 3 senators, namely Adamu Aliero, Yahaya Abdullahi, and Garba Maidoki, on the platform of the People's Democratic Party, declared their intention to join the APC, reacting to whether the wave of defection of opposition politicians to the ruling APC would not slide Nigeria into a one-party state. Ganduje cited China as an example of a working one-party state. To discuss this, we are joined by our political analyst, Moses Idika. Mr. Idika, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Good evening.
You're welcome. Now, is there anything wrong if a country has a one-party system?
Yes, definitely. There's so many things wrong. And Nigeria constitutionally is a multi-party state. So it is unfortunate when the ruling party chairman comes out to say that there is nothing wrong if Nigeria becomes a one-party state. And recall that in 2015, Omar Ganduje contested the election on the platform of an opposition political party. PDP was the ruling party then. He was in APC. He contested the election and he won. And he won twice. Supposedly, he won the election twice, even as a member of opposition political party. Now, the APC is now at the Aso Rock Villa, and he wishes that Nigeria goes to become a one-party state. And when you look at it, you see it's hallucinating. And I think that no one should take him serious because, 1, it is unconstitutional. 2, of course, it's against everything that Nigeria stands for. Why did we kick out the military? We kicked out the military because the military became a unitary system, made Nigeria a unitary system, whereby the commander-in-chief is in Abuja and determines everything that happens within the 744 local governments of Nigeria and the 36 states. So it is very, very unfortunate, and I really wish that Nigerians shouldn't take him serious.
Moses, you said it is unconstitutional. What if that is what the people desire or they want, just as the APC national chairman insinuated?
There is no Nigerian, aside from those in APC of today, who wishes that Nigeria becomes a one-party state. You know, thank God that Ganduje talked about China. China became a one-party state over a 100-year period. China evolved. By the time they became a one-party state, the institutions of governance, the institutions to guide the economy and all of it, they evolved to the point that even though China is a one-party state, the checks and balances of certain individuals coming into power, coming into public office is very, very slim. Okay, look at it. Between 2018 and 2021, Ganduje was in the eye of the storm over the video leaked by the Daily Nigerian about his $5 million bribery scandal. If it was in China, I do not think that Ganduje would be anywhere near the seat of power. Perhaps he may even have been in jail or something else, something more drastic. That is the kind of system that China runs, even as a one-party state. They do not tolerate, the institutions of governance in China do not tolerate characters like Ganduje, who is citing China as an example of a one-party state.
Moses, even democracy itself guarantees freedom of association. And, you know, Ganduje has come out to say that cross-carpeting is a free choice entrenched in democracy itself. It has nothing to do with forcing. It has to do more with negotiation. What do you think of that postulation?
Of course, even by our own constitution, we have that constitutional freedom, constitutional right to associate with whom we wish to associate with, or any legal organization we wish to associate with. But that is definitely different from Nigeria descending into a single party state. That is inimical to our constitution, and it is even, Nigeria is a multicultural country. We are reputed to have over 200 ethnic groups. China, that Ganduje is citing, has majorly Chinese people and a single culture. Is more like a monocultural country. So it is not even, it may not be too difficult to govern a country like China under party state because they have that single cultural affinity. Of course, there are usually pockets of other differences here and there. But China is definitely not an example of a democracy. And Nigeria, recall that even at the dawn of independence, we had regional governments that came with various political parties, the NCNC in the south, the Northern People's Union, the Action Group in the southwest, and even in the north, there were still some other ones in the north central. So traditionally, culturally, Nigeria cannot survive a one-party state unless if Ganduje is calling for a return to military rule, which we forbid, which we pray should never happen in Nigeria. But what he's advocating for, it is, I think, like what happened in Korea, in South Korea. Ganduje should hide his face in shame. In fact, the leadership of All Progressive Congress across states of Nigeria should be thinking of removing Ganduje because that statement, that insinuation is unconstitutional and is against the spirit of Nigeria as we have it today.
All right, Moses Idika, thank you so much for your time with us on the news.